Hello, everyone. Welcome. Ignore the giggles.
Lock in, Hedge. Goddamn.
Apollo screwed up my countdown.
What I do?
You know
you
what
said
you did.
things.
No, okay, look, I opened up the Twitch app so that I could go watch us, so that I could comment in chat like a good cast member, and I was scrolling through the Twitch app, and Bob the Drag Queen is playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. And we had to know this why?
Because I was scrolling, and I was like, oh, who's playing Baldur's Gate 3? I was like, Bob the Drag Queen.
See, I thought you said Bob the Builder, and my brain was like, why is it got Drag Queen in the Builder?
Oh my god.
But
Who's
no,
she playing with?
that's just me.
That's some twink.
Hello, everyone. Just, of course. Hello. I hope you enjoyed our new intro. Anna has worked really hard on it. Many hours of rendering and screaming at a laptop to make it, and we now have even bigger images of our art. So now you can enjoy it in HDDD.
Yeah, by Petito Drawings.
I'm glad you said it, because I know if I said it, I'd say it wrong again, and I'm too high on a cocktail of drugs to care what I say.
A cocktail of prescriptive drugs. Let me.
Let's service.
I mean,
Don't do drugs, kids, unless your doctor tells you to.
Yeah, just go to Boots. I'll give you anything you found nicely.
Stop.
I'm Hedgehog. I use he/him pronouns, and I have the honor, privilege, and delight to be the storyteller of this wonderful campaign. I'm being nice now, because I know when we start, I'm going to be an absolute dick. So get the nice stuff out the way first. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna, or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use they/them pronouns, and I am definitely human, except for tonight, because tonight I'm playing a vampire called Dominic, who is a cative, using he/they pronouns. Yeah, that's about it. I think I don't have the brains. I don't have the brains tonight. That's gonna be fun.
I was going to say, isn't this the episode where Dom has like his major revelation moment, and you're just there going,
Yeah, I don't know.
brain not compute.
I mean, it makes sense. It fits together because he's also a himbo, so it's fine.
He's a himbo, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, we'll go through to Magpie.
Oh gosh. Howdy, I'm Magpie. I always get startled by it. I use she/her pronouns. I am playing Altair, who is a Ventru alley cat. He uses he/him pronouns. If you're in the UK, I can say this: go and vote. You have until 10 o'clock. Not related whatsoever, but it's very important. That's all I have to say.
Take the stream with you on your phone.
Yes, take us with you.
Yeah.
Don't go vote. I swear to God.
Just present this to the polling office and say, can you please put this on the big screen while you go vote?
Yeah,
it'll
we can
boost
join
our
in.
viewing numbers. Yeah. Right. Moving on. Let's do a Nez.
Okay. Thank God. Thank you. Actually, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Inez. I use she/her pronouns, and I am your succubus girlfriend with your consent. Tonight, as all nights, and as all nights before, I will be playing Valerian, your cishet white man, Ventru, who, is having a bit of a crisis. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's not like they've nearly been killed twice in one session.
No, why would you say that? That's so crazy.
Like, the whole series and the whole first 8 episodes of this, nothing bad ever happened to them, and all of a sudden it all comes crashing in at once.
Yeah, well,
So
it's when you happen when you're wanted.
You're so popular these days.
So popular.
Last but not least, and the reason I picked them last is I know they're going to do a voice. So it's like if I put them last, that means Inez can't go off on one.
Thank you, actually, so much. Thank you.
Go
Take
on,
it away.
Apollo. Treat us.
No, because now you wanted it. It's not going to be fun if I do it.
You're such a cunt. You're such a bitch.
No, because you're like, no, let's put him.
No.
Because you could have just put me last and it would have been innocuous, but then you have to explain to the
No.
audience why I'm going last.
Well,
You don't deserve Brody the Surfer Boy voice.
thank God. Thank God. Oh, thank
Actually,
goodness.
no, because you don't want it. So, dude, my name's Apollo. I'm an Irish TTRPG a player, a performer. You can find me online at Tall Nerd Apollo, bro. You know, I've been shredding those waves. I've been getting jiggy. I'm gonna get like cowabunga. You know, last week I was on the waves. And then like a wave coming out of the crash was and I was like, man, I'm a voice actor and a cosplayer. What am I doing here? Today, as all nights and days, you know, man, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100, bro. I'm playing Wally. Fuck you.
Dude. And
Kill me. Please, kill me.
At first I thought it was the voice of that giant tortoise from Finding Nemo. That's what my
Yes.
head first went to.
Dude.
It was like, okay.
I'm a chipper. And then I wiped out on the wave like, wow.
That's not.
My brain is broke already.
I know that's not
Stop it.
anything that's
Say whoopa.
Cowabunga. That's Teenage
I
Mutant Ninja
hate
Turtles.
that.
That's where I
Yeah.
got that from. I don't know if that's what they say.
No,
No.
they don't.
Not loved with
Look.
Chalamet.
Uh,
I don't.
who
actually.
who can remember what we did last episode?
I know a lot.
I'm brain dead. I
I
don't
have
know.
notes. I have so many notes. Christ, that was a long episode.
I have notes, but I think yours might be more coherent than mine are.
Logos arrived at the New Acropolis alongside Tristan, who is black. I have it in my notes. He's a brother. Happy Pride. Dom and Tristan had a little heart-to-heart where they just kind of chatted and they were like, "What the fuck?" Where we learned that Tristan is now a Malkavian. Oh, that's kind of nasty. Meanwhile, outside in the Acropolis, while Logos and Valerian and then eventually Wally had a little chat. God, there's a lot of shit that got thrown around. So many notes. This was a 4-page
Damn.
lore dump of an episode. Let me be honest.
Give us the big ones. Give us the.
Okay.
The heavy
okay.
hitters.
So while Valerian was in Edinburgh, the Second Inquisition started looking down for other cities. Started like locking down other cities through various success. Logo suggested that there's a possibility to pin the Second Inquisition remnants, or that are trying to rebuild themselves, and the Hunters against each other by just kind of loosening up on London a little bit, enough that the Second Inquisition will be like, yeah, I'll slide into those DMs. So then the Hunters can be like, no, that's my bitch. And then they just kill each other. And then that was the plan. Altair has a purple Cadillac hearse. That's very important to know. And
Wasn't it
Valerian fucking hates it. Then we went back to apartment 701. Akers was gone. On the bed, there was a note that said, "Oh no, fam's on the loose. What's he gonna do? Fucking toying with us." Then on the notes of research, I found a note that said, "Naughty, naughty Wally," and I hit that shit, and then Valerian noticed it and didn't say anything, which is kind of worse. Well, we said it later. Then Valerian found an improvised incendiary device on the bed, pulled the trigger, and the whole apartment blew up, with Valerian just kind of sort of inside as well, but we were all gone, so it's okay. Then back at the Acropolis, Valerian lived. Back at the Acropolis, Wally did a shit ton of research. Valerian is a target, but not the key to the network that the Hunters are reconstructing. Speaking of this network, it's disguised to look like a drug network, but what it is actually, it's a coterie map. It's a coterie map that is mapping out everybody, not only in London, but across the major cities as well. Somebody is trying to make a very accurate map, though with outdated information, about where everybody is, where everyone's alliances lie, everything but disguised as a drug map, which implies that A, not all the hunters know the true purpose of the research they are doing, and B, there might be distrust among them, because why would you hide information from your colleagues? I say, knowing full well that I hid very important information from my colleagues. Nah.
How'd you do?
Wally had a little revelation that before they were embraced, they used to be a researcher with the Second Inquisition, researching into the blood of the kindred and how it could be used for multiple reasons. Then Wally, a lot of the tech that the hunters are using is repurposed Tremere tech, repurposed Second Inquisition tech to replicate Tremere blood magic. So Wally was like, hey, maybe I could go back to my old lab, see what's going on. Altair recorded this entire fucking combo and sent it to Oliver. Fucking bitch. Then the next steps, a bunch of us said that, yeah, we'll just go to the Tower of London. Valerian got a text from Axel about Kit's disappearance. Then, oh god, there were a shit ton of fucking revelations. Alex that, god, Altair was working with is actually Kit. That's wild as fuck. Altair returned to Oliver, and there was a whole scene, but I'm gonna be so real at this point, I was disassociating. And last thing I remember we did was we went to the Tower of London. And I was at a door that said head researcher, and then Hedge pulled a, if you didn't specify it in your backstory, it's free reign. Fucking blinder on me, bitch. Yeah.
Love that you didn't mention the fight between Altair and
that was hand waved over, quite honestly, in my notes. I was like, this is a personal conversation that is not telling me shit about the plot.
Crazy. Wow.
Write your own notes, and then you can do the recap, okay? Love you.
And
anyway, that's it, Hedge.
Yeah, no.
That's it, bruh.
And yeah, we had the wonderful moment where Altair decided to reveal their true intentions and attempt to attack Valerian, which didn't
that
go
happened
as planned. Yeah, Valerian rolled really well, and poor Altair didn't. So a gun is literally better than a knife fight.
No shit.
No amount of celerity is going to make it faster. But yeah, we ended with Wally and Dom at the Tower of London. So that is where we're going to pick it back up. Wally, your office. What did it look like before it got wrecked?
I think, if you will allow me, a small retcon. I don't know how long Wally was a lead researcher. We've established that Wally knew these people in high positions. I think, to make a sense of how I've been playing this character, I can only really reconcile that he was very new to the head researcher position.
Yeah.
Like, he had just been promoted, and he went to one meeting and was so... It's that first meeting, sort of like, I just have to not panic. And then by the end of it, you're like, well, I didn't panic, but I also did not absorb anything that was going on. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh, my die. Yeah, so I think that this office is half moved into at the last time Wally was in here. Last time Wally was in here, there was one big PC with a good few different screens. You know, one screen to have research papers on, one to actually be writing up reports, and another one to be looking at results from experiments and to be cross-referencing things. There's also a monitor above that has security camera footage for the labs itself, so that even if the head researcher was not in the labs, they would still be able to see what was going on in there to make sure that nobody was messing about. I think that the person that Wally took over for was very, not strict, but expectant. Very demanding, wanted things to be done, and wanted things to be done right and in a timely manner. Half of their old research and their old papers and their keepsakes and their personals were in a couple boxes that were to be mailed off to their next of kin, still in the office. And Wally had slowly moved in a couple personal items of their own. There is a family photo. There's a photo of there was a photo of Wally and their partner at an amusement park. There was a small little like one of those reversible octopus plushes that you can move from like happy to frustrated, that was just perpetually sitting as frustrated on the desk. And there was a bottle of water just riddled in anime stickers, just sitting on the desk as well, as these were the only kind of like the only personals that Wally ever really brought into the office with themselves, when they had just a tiny ass desk that they could write up some reports on. Now, here in the big office, Wally hadn't fully moved in yet. It was still half of the old head researchers and still half of Wally's. Wally just being like, this, in a weird sense, this office to Wally felt, when they first moved into it, like a small fish being put in a massive fish tank. Like, okay, this is mine, but I cannot possibly reconcile having all of this to myself. Wally was a prodigy scientifically, very gifted mind, but they were only 25 when they got promoted to the position of head researcher. They could not conceive of what everything here could be. And now they never will, because it's all half torn to fucking shreds.
I mean, the frustrated face is still there. On the desk.
I steal that shit. I'm like, yeah.
I'd say the cup is still there, a bit burnt around the edges, but it's there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Wally just, their big old coat, they just kind of start putting their personals back. They're like, I kind of miss these.
A lot of the room has been thoroughly searched. A lot of documents are missing or have been thrown on the floor. The only thing that has been left behind of potential use here is your very first ID card to get into the building. That has kind of like the photo of Wally on day one.
Please let Dom find that one, please.
Yeah, I'll say you find it. It's like, let's say that Wally was with the English for like a couple of years. So their dreads aren't, Wally's dreads and my dreads are comparable in length. My dreads come down to about like here. Minus 2 years, probably about here. Like Wally's dreads are like baby dreads. They were half breaking out on their face, like acne wise. Like, or 22, 23-year-old Wally was still having like that late fucking, like, puberty had hit, but it was fucking dragging on a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Just a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I think Dom finds that part of looks. Does it like, because already on the door it said, what did you say it was, Wallace?
Yeah, Wallace Gromit.
Yeah.
Wallace Gromit.
Are you
cannot be asked. No, I cannot be asked to make a proper surname, and I want to sully whatever Hedge is doing. Wallace Gromit. Is my full
I'll
name.
write it down now. Okay, I just did that on it.
Or then Wallace G. You know, fucking.
Oh yeah. Well, Dom finds it and just sort of looks at the photo and just Not doesn't laugh, but smiles. Like, this is a really long time ago. You've been working here that long? It
Well,
shows
I
you
mean,
the picture.
hey, that's like, I was working here for maybe a couple of years, 2.5 years, probably. Yeah,
Wait, how old are you in this picture?
22.
Yes,
Just
how old
finished.
are you? Wait, what's your age now?
Age that I was embraced.
It's so very
or-
confusing. Whenever someone asks me, like
When-
another kindred asks me my age, I really don't know what to reply sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird. Physically, 25.
Oh, yeah. I was 27 when. So that 32 now. Just weird to say. Yeah. What are we looking for?
I mean, really anything. If the hunters are using Second Inquisition tech, I wasn't in the position of head researcher long enough to fully know the tech side of things. So they could still be in my old boss's research.
Where is that office?
No, it would be still in this office. A lot of his research wasn't moved out. Because when they left, the reason why they left was classified. A lot of their stuff was meant to go back to either relocated to other departments or to their family. But I think a lot of the research might still be in here in some of the drawers. So we might just have to look through a lot of the cabinets.
All right. And we'll just sort of like start to like sort of saunter over to one of the cabinets and like,
Yeah.
just-
I will. While people are looking for the physical stuff, I'm going to
Mhm.
see if the PC, if it's in any workable shape, and if like my old logins and stuff still work to try get any info from there.
Okay. We'll start with Dom. Doing some physical investigation. Give me Dom.
I just looked at my
Tell you
boss for investigation. I was like,
Give me wits. Give me wits investigation.
Okay, that's slightly better, but still not great. Hang on, wits. No. Heightened sentence wouldn't do anything, right? Like, no, exactly. Okay. That's 2 successes.
Two's enough. This place has been very heavily looted. A lot of the files here are gone. The scraps left behind aren't complete files. There was a lot of work on trying to acquire samples of kindred blood and then using that to actively locate the location of a kindred, as well as how to control kindred in a very similar way to how the mirror does it, just with blood magic rather than with fancy artifacts that are probably priceless. There's a few bits left behind regarding blood bonds and ghoulification and how they were trying to find a way to make their frontline soldiers better.
Alright.
A bit more, not afraid.
Is any of this like new information like that we haven't seen in the other files?
Mhm.
Okay, well I'll just start gathering whenever, relevant. But yeah, it's not a lot. I think after a little while searching and just gathering files, they'll go to Wally. It's like, I don't think we're gonna find much. Got these papers, but
Okay.
Nothing like groundbreaking. Wait, where was Locus with us? Wasn't he with us? As well? Yeah,
Locus is
I looked
Locus
at
is with
Lucas.
you. Locus is kind of observing but not taking part.
I think Dom just sort of turns to look at him like, "Are you just gonna stand there and do nothing, or are you gonna try and search?"
I'm doing something. It's not what you would consider something.
I noticed standing there and looking pretty is considered a skill by some, but we're actually gonna need some
Golly.
help.
You see Logos bends down and flicks a switch on the wall, which is the power for the PC that Wally has been trying to turn on, thinking it's broken.
Well, hey, motherfucker, I'd be smarter than that. Don't treat me like this. I was checking the hardware first. Because if you try to even plug something in before you check, shit can spark. And I don't need another fire happening here. Put some respect on my goddamn name. I am mechanically smart. Reflect that.
Speaking of being mechanically smart,
Oh, fuck.
give me intelligence plus technology.
Okay. I can do this. Oh, Christ. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this little spread here now. 4. 6 successes.
Damn. You boot this computer up. It's still... The network is still running. Yeah. Let's be honest. Most vampires or kindred aren't exactly, techno geeks. So they probably left... Valerian's henchmen probably left a lot of the tech stuff kind of just sitting there in drawers and was focusing more on the actual paperwork and like things that look like they could harm them. So a lot of the switches and like routers are still online, just very, very empty and doing nothing.
And I would never admit it to Valerian, but under my breath, I just say to myself, "Thank God these fucking vampires don't know how to work a goddamn computer."
I feel like often like Dom and Wally would like look at like Valerian how he does things because Wally and Wally and Dom are around the same age. So I think they would get a little bit more.
Yeah. I see Valerian breaking phones every 2 days, and I'm like, this motherfucker has clearly never built a PC.
No. So the file server is perfectly intact.
Yeah.
The day of the it's in the same state it was the day of the attack. The first thing that pops up is a red alert message saying that everything's on lockdown.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh no, you were gonna say something. You say it.
Okay.
Hydrate.
There are. It's fine. I'm feeling discomfort at the same time. I'm also like, I'm gonna need the loo in a minute.
No.
So you can take a copy of every file that English had on the file server. This gives you every file that you were missing from 107 that was Inquisition based, you now have in this server.
Right. Okay. Me knowing the importance of information, I'm gonna send this to 2 places, and then I'm gonna also put it onto a hard drive and take a physical copy as well. So I'm going to send it with Valerian's help. I'm going to send it to the New Acropolis because there's definitely some like back channel that you would use set up. So it's not like,
Yep.
hey, sent to Valerian at newacropolis@gmail.com. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I send that to whatever like encrypted server Valerian uses for their operations, but I let Valerian input all that. I don't need to know all that.
I'm not there. You know that, right?
Oh, you're not. Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. It can automatically. Marcus is probably giving you like credentials to, to give you the ability to log onto the server and transfer stuff across.
I send stuff to myself to the New Acropolis so that they have a copy. I will also send a copy to myself to my home PC, so the PC that I have in my apartment, because that's info that I haven't shared with people of where that is. So I'm considering that a safe place. And I will also transfer it onto a hard drive.
Yeah.
And I will take the hard drive.
Awesome. As you finish transferring that across, there is one tab on this computer. And you can thank your predecessor for this. There is a tab that says CCTV.
Okay. I'm a check that little bad girl.
By default, this defaults to the day of the attack. Most of this is like this 5 years here of just empty nothingness. Except in the past 4 or 5 months, the CCTV started taking files again. You can see on CCTV what looks like 5 people.
Oh, bitch. All right, that's more than 3.
Sprawling around the labs.
Okay.
They are being methodical. They are taking apart everything. They've converted the lab down the corridor from your office, which you haven't got to yet. Looks at CCTV. They converted it into a workshop. And your working theory is correct. They are taking second technology and they are retrofitting it what they need it to do. The machine you saw in apartment 701, you can see that being constructed here.
Okay. Good news.
That's good news.
A theory being confirmed is good news. How often do they come here? After about 4 or 5 months ago, is that a hard cutoff, or are they coming back to use their workshop with any?
Oh no, they're coming back every week.
Does it have a day that they usually come by, and is that day to day?
What? No, they tend to arrive at weekends. It's not a weekend.
Okay.
But it looks like it's actively in use, and because you got a 6 in your tech check, I'm going to give you 2 things. 1, you see them setting traps very similar to what they set in 701 in the workshop. So going in may not be your smartest idea.
Okay.
You're also able to print off not perfect copies, because the CCTV never picked up a perfect image of a face.
Yeah,
but you are able to get 5 semi-pixelated images of these people in the workshop.
Okay. Perfect. I would like to... Now, I've done this with audio networks, so don't tell me I can't do it with video networks. this room is the receiver for all the CCTV.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also set up secondary viewing rooms, because I know that in this, massive structure, there must have been, a master CCTV room. There must have been smaller ones as well.
Room, yep.
This is just for the labs.
Yep.
So I would like to route the cameras for, especially the workshop, and prioritizing the workshop. I would like to route them to also be allowed for remote viewing on a secondary device, be it a computer over at the New Acropolis, or if not to route it to somewhere permanently, I would like to route it to a access key, and then have that key on like a USB or something.
Yeah. On 6 successes. You know the external IP address, you know the login details, you can just type in the IP address on any device and just hook yourself up to these cameras.
Perfect. I would also... Now, it hasn't occurred to Wally that they could use their own abilities on themselves to figure out who their sire is, because Wally just hasn't been in that frame of mind yet. But Wally has always had like, what fucking happened? Because they just remember being knocked out and then waking up and being like, dang, I need blood. But more dramatically, as befits a Vampire the Masquerade game. I'm going to go to 5 years ago, and I'm going to kind of just replay what happened, sped up a bit so that I can see what actually happened.
Okay. How close is Dom and Logos to the monitor?
Oh, Dom's like watching over her shoulder. They're just like, more just like because they want to see what they're doing and make sure that they're not once again squirreling away files.
I'm going to be the really pain in the backside. Can you entertain yourselves? I have got to go for 10 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to look over at Dom and just be like, okay, so that's a theory confirmed. Which is good, and also not the best, but it's good to know that we're on the right track at least. This was a good move.
What was the theory? I didn't...
So the working theory was that the hunters were using Second Inquisition technology to create their machines. The machines that, like the one that we saw over in the apartment. Yeah, they built that here. Looks like about 5-ish months ago, they started scoping this place out, and they turned a lab into a workshop, and they've been coming here with regularity. They won't be here today. They seem to be coming only on the weekends. I also have 5 partial faces that we can maybe start to work with. Yeah.
And after been coming in this room, should we like kill the computer after we leave? Or delete the files at least if you send them elsewhere?
Yeah, I won't. Well, the files that were here are the files that they already had access to, so there's no point in deleting something like that. I've sent the files to the Acropolis. I've sent the files, and I'm going to take a physical copy of the files in a hard drive. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... I think I can cover us, though. I think what I'm going to try to do is make a video loop of just empty feed and superimpose that onto today so that we won't show as having been here.
Yeah, because do you think they know that the cameras are still working?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Logos did have to fully plug in the PC and the
true.
PC, so they might not have to know that this is workable.
Yeah, we have to turn it off before we leave, or like I said, maybe just cut the cables, make sure it's not usable. If they've already got all the files and they don't need anything else that's on here, I guess.
Yeah, but I also don't want to make it obvious that we were here.
True, but if they don't know that the computer's working.
Yeah. What I'm saying is just leave everything as we found it, like leave no trace.
Yeah, I get that. I guess. mean, you were the brains of the operation here, so.
I really shouldn't be. Well,
I mean-
mechanically, I should. Do that in character.
Yeah. What do you mean mechanically?
Psychic damage.
Yeah. You hit in the face with a fourth wall.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry about that. That's called
No
don't drink
worries.
too much water to help alleviate your symptoms.
Oh, Wally puts his dick back. What? You missed a lot.
Going back to 5 years ago, the lovely chaos that happened that night. You kind of watch it unfold again. What happened mostly was Valerian and the Camarilla basically blew open the huge main entrance, and that forced a lot of the staff to run into these science labs to try and use the side entrance as an escape. Only for that door to then open and then realize that Leto and co had gone the other side and they were essentially pincered. So
Solid.
staff essentially ran one way, then got cornered and ran the other way. You didn't get caught up in the mass hysteria.
I had research to do, bitch. I had logs to fill.
You're in the hyper focus.
I was doing my paperwork.
But you do get to that bit. The door does come off its hinges, knock you in the head, and knock you out.
Like, oh.
And then you see the person that comes through the door, leans over you, sort of lifts you up slightly and bites you in the neck. Logos looks a bit stunned. Dom, you recognize them from a mile away. The only thing the camera shows is a woman with bright pink hair
No.
biting down into Wally's neck.
Oh, that's fucked.
Always revealed who the blue-haired man's clan was. I never revealed what hers was.
You don't remember.
Wait, you told me that there were two motherfuckers with blue and pink hair, like
Yeah.
directing sort of Hatsune Miku shit in
Yeah.
that
What?
meeting.
Oh, no, who said that? Who's that?
Yeah.
Whoever said that?
Do I recognize her as the?
That's your
the-
boss.
Okay, but do I? Because I was fully dissociating through that meeting.
You know of this woman.
Oh shit.
She came along around the time you were made head researcher. The Latilla twins, as we call them, kind of were the new bosses, and no one really knew how they'd come in charge, just that they were in charge, and that they were now the ones giving the orders. It was around that time that the Inquisition began diverting its resources from researching things to actively killing. At that point, at one point, there was a whole screen in the fucking main control room with just Valerian's image on it.
Full TV,
Yeah, just
flat screen TV, just Valerian's fucking headshot. Just like,
yeah. Pretty sure it changes every time you walk in there. Yeah, they came in and you didn't even know they were kindred. But then again, it would always make sense. They were never on the day shift. Now you think about it, it's like, well, that kind of checks out. They were never here during the day.
huh? Why would someone who made us divest so much, just from research and resource allocation to, I mean, potentially weapons manufacturing, then straight up just what? That makes no sense. Okay.
Question above table. Did we know that the twins were working with the Inquisition, or is that new information?
You knew the twins hijacked the Inquisition.
Okay.
You knew that once they got their hands on that mirror, how them to walk into the Inquisition and be like, yeah, now we're in charge.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Above table, essentially their plan was hijack the Inquisition and turn it against London, specifically Valerian, if they refused to join, which they did in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
Real.
But yeah, ultimately, these two rogue Camarilla agents just seem to create more chaos no matter where they go. So the good news is you know who your sire is. The bad news is...
Do I know her name?
I would know her name. Would I?
I'm pretty sure I said her name was Delphine.
Yeah, I think so.
Not a fucking Belle Delphine.
Let me.
Like, Jesus
do I have
Christ.
fucking old notes here? Can I double check that?
If it's not Delphine, it is Delphine now, just because that puts an image in.
Wait.
God.
I think I just kept referring to them as Frenchies.
To be fair, we call them Frenchies who most.
Oh no, the French turned me. No.
Yes, you got turned by a Frenchie.
God, how dare you?
Yeah, I'll figure out later.
No, this is. You know who turned you, but unfortunately, they're no longer unalive.
Yep.
Oh, are they fully gone?
They're fully gone.
Dead.
I believe from memory, Leto cut their head off.
Yeah, I think I look at that and say, that was my fucking boss. My boss was... Oh. I mean, potentially it could make sense. Night shift, yeah. I was also on night shift. That's nasty.
I mean, I just know that... I just know her as part of the twins that Valerian hated.
I mean, I should have known. Nobody out here just has colored hair and isn't a protagonist.
I suppose.
Anime logic
but
proved itself once more.
But she's dead, so it's not really a problem. At least for
the
chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Leto.
Well, that proves one thing that another thing that we were researching here, so that's pretty fun. Not for this.
Wait, what? What are you researching?
Oh, just the general thing of like, oh, if you kill the sire, does anybody who they sired also die? Some people thought yeah, some people thought no. It's a big thing in like vampire mythology sometimes.
Yeah, no, I thought that. I double checked that before I decided that.
I mean,
I'm probably going to kill mine. Yeah. But.
Oh, you're gonna kill? Okay, well.
Well, let's just say if I see him next time, because he's a fucking asshole and he stole all of my shit. So if I see him again, yeah.
I know how to use a gun. If that'll help you.
Wait, you know how to use a gun?
Yeah, we were all given. Oh, actually, yeah. When Delphi. I don't remember what her name was. Pink hair. When pink hair and blue hair, when the Vocaloids took over, the Second Inquisition, they made a point of everybody being given basic firearms training.
Right. Well. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good to have, I guess. I've personally not been very interested in guns, but anyway, we should probably go soon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty much everything that we can get from here right now. I would like to. Hedge of you would be so kind and so generous and so loving. I would like to grab a bit of footage from the CCTV cameras from a day where nothing was really happening.
Yep.
But yeah, one day when nothing was happening. Take that footage, double it over, and then override the next few files of the camera to be those, and then also give myself just access on my own like laptop that I carry around as well. Yeah. So that the second we're like out of the radius of the CCTV cameras, I'm just gonna fix that so that the car going in and out, or even like in the surrounding area. Just so that we're covered CCTV camera wise, and then I'm gonna put everything the way I goddamn found it.
Okay. As you open up one of your drawers at your desk,
Did this room seem like it had been entered at all?
Yeah, it's been entered. A lot of like, as Dom has found out, a lot of the files here were taken.
Okay.
So someone's been around.
I take out my anime bottle of water and my little plush, and I put them back. I just look at them and I say, "When all this is over, I'm coming back for you."
I can get you a new one.
No, it won't be the same.
Right.
The corner, like the corner of the desk, there's like a shelf underneath one of the desk. You notice an ammo box for the firearm that you never actually used while you were here.
Oh shit, is my gun here?
The gun's gone, but the round's still here.
I'm gonna have a look at them. Just to see what they actually gave us, just to see, like, what was this?
These are incendiary rounds. Yeah, the Inquisition weren't playing around.
I'm gonna take them. If they weren't in a place where just from a quick visual inspection of the room you would notice that they were gone, I'm going to take them.
They're like 2 shelves under the desk, so
yeah, I'm gonna take them.
And 4, Valerian asks, yes, they are 357 rounds that will fit Valerian's revolver.
They're for me. It's your own.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the senior leadership were given incendiary-based weapons to better protect themselves. But yeah, there's nothing else here really for you, unless you want to start diving into the workshop.
I think also considering we have a copy of all the files, I'll put all the files I found back in the drawers, so nothing is missing.
Mm-hmm. I think generally my role for like the first few weeks was just digitizing a bunch of this shit.
You came in there like, oh, these people are old,
like,
and just like
fucking old man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna look to the others and just say, do we want to try the workshop? I mean, we know that it'll be easier to cover up us being here than it will in the workshop, and the workshop is extremely booby trapped. I don't think it's a great idea.
I don't.
Not
think so.
until we have a better idea of who these people are, I think.
Yeah,
I
no,
happen
I
to agree with you. Let us head back.
Okay. I'm gonna take my time putting shit back. Unplug the PC.
I think spend some time trying to figure out which drawer which file came from.
I'm like, I know this place inside out.
Yeah, just to get it to Wally.
Awesome. You wrap up there and start making your way back to the Acropolis. And that is the wrong music track. That's Minecraft.
Minecraft?
That's a Minecraft-esque video. So, Altair. It's been... You've been with Ollie now for a good half a night. Actually, it's more than half a night. Technically, we're going to time jump forward a little bit. So, for you, it is now a new night. So, please give me the honor of doing a rouse check.
Ooh. Rouse check. Success.
Awesome. You don't get hungry.
Cool.
You can also do a rouse check to mend some of that superficial damage you took.
Yes. So what would my health be at the minute, just so I know?
So you're 5 superficial out of 7.
Okay, I will try. Hang on. That's a success.
Okay, so depending on your blood potency, depends on how much you can. What's your blood potency?
Give me a second.
It's 0. I think it's 1, isn't it?
Yes.
I want to say, yeah. So you can recover 1 point of superficial damage per rouse check.
Cool.
So you can get it down to 4 superficial.
Okay.
Ollie looks a little bit shattered. They are sitting on the sofa, kind of straddling, kind of like half hugging, half straddling this Lee Enfield rifle, trying to like stay awake. Oh, look who finally decided to wake up.
I have been awake for a small while. It seems like you have been awake for longer. And he's gonna come over and he's just gonna like sit down very like smartly next to him and then try to gently take the rifle.
Well, after how you described last night and what happened to you, I was like, I'm not letting them come in the night to get you, so... And you said one of them was a good shot, so...
And what exactly are you planning on doing with this? And he's gonna like pat the weapon. When was the last time you cleaned it?
I look after it. It's probably anything I do look after, but don't depend on that.
No, I agree with that one. When was the last time you brought somebody home?
Next question.
Fair enough. Any information? Any happenings?
No, everything's gone quiet as if last night never happened.
Wonderful. So, next plan is we find ourselves what happened. We take ourselves to this new figure, we ring this Axel, and we kill him.
Okay, I can get behind this. How do we go about finding them?
We say the job was done correctly. When is your next lunar phase?
He walks to a calendar and like it's hastily written in like it's like I suppose technically tonight.
So tonight we kill him. But we probably have another few hours or so. We can get something organized, have him here. You maul him, I fix it. That's how we've always done it correctly.
You can see like Ollie is thinking really, really hard. Like the gears are turning in this man's head, and like steam is almost coming out of his ears.
That tracks.
Does it not make a little bit more sense that they may be more value to us alive?
It does, yes, but after somebody puts bullets through you, it takes a lot more sense for it to be correct.
Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you know, you can be sometimes. It sounds like both you and this person who shot you, because you tried to kill them, now have the same interest, the same target.
Oh, don't use logic against me. When was the last time you used logic and actually applied it to your own situation?
1945. We don't talk about that.
A peanut farmer was in the White House.
Who?
Look,
Who was in the White House?
A peanut farmer. God.
Shit.
I may have another suggestion.
All right.
What if we took this Axel / not Axel, and instead of killing them, we contained them, and then we presented them to the person who you tried to kill and say, look, here is a peace offering. This is the piece of shit responsible for all of this. You look like a hero, and maybe you don't get shot again.
I like it when your brain works.
don't count on it for much longer, because honestly, I think I've got a hangover just from...
Why don't you go and lie down? I'll contact our new friend.
Okay. I think I'll go take a shower.
Stinky.
Personal growth, you know, let's see it.
Don't be stinky.
So you have the number that you were given to text once Valerian was dead. But you weren't given a location to meet.
Cool. Altair is going to basically stay where he is. He's going to stay in the apartment. He is going to... Can you add the number on WhatsApp to share location?
Yeah.
Sweet. He is going to kind of puzzle over it for a minute because he's got an old as fuck phone. He's gonna puzzle for a little minute. And then is going to share his location and then send the follow-up text that just says, "Here, midnight." And he's gonna give him the code to get into the apartment.
Got it. Midnight rolls around. Is there anything you want to do to get ready?
He's gonna brief Ollie on the fuckery that he's starting. He is going to... I think that's about it. I don't know. He might set a couple of little traps, and he might get a glass of a little something, assuming this guy's a vampire. And he's just gonna stick a weird mix of whatever, paracetamol, anything they have in the house, just crumble it up into it and try and make something to knock this guy out. Failing that, he's gonna make sure that Ollie has he's got Ollie Enfield, but I feel like under his pillow there is a Webley top right revolver. And then his little...
There is a lot of weapons in Ollie's house if you know where to look.
It's just Ollie.
You're pretty sure there's a Panda Shrike somewhere around here, somewhere, but you've never quite found it.
And he can tell you where they're all from in painful detail.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just started hailing.
Oh god. It's a sign of things to come.
Oh dear. Altair is gonna stick his little... He's got a jagged edged knife sort of between two sofa cushions as well.
Awesome. Midnight comes around and they let themselves in. They look at you. I assume you actually did do the job.
Have we lost Riley?
We've lost Riley.
No.
That's the wrong target. Shit.
No, we killed the wrong target.
Oh no.
They'll be back soon enough.
Yeah. But no, they sort of go, did you actually did you do it? I mean,
The job was done correctly. And he'll kind of turn his face to kind of where the grab marks are. The job was done correctly. His body has been left in the Acropolis.
There is a look of both fear and excitement in this man's face.
I trust you receive the information packs I sent.
Yes. Yes. Well done with that. They will be very, very helpful. We'll put a bonus payment on. My higher ups will be glad to hear of it.
If I may,
hmm
I wish not for monetary compensation. As you can see, we're rather happy here. What is information you can give me in return? You clearly have quite the knowledge of the dead man. You want knowledge, I want power. Name, anything.
My employers don't work with names, they work with code words. You never meet them, you meet them in dead drops.
In dead drop. So what you're saying to me essentially is you can get me nowhere.
No. I just have to work an angle. Give me a...
Oh no.
I would say you can do either manipulation or intimidation, or we'll say manipulation and intimidation.
Manipulation and intimidation. Give me a sec. Oh, not intelligence.
I don't know, what have I missed? My Wi-Fi cut out. What happened?
So much. Hang on, I'm just being silly. There we go. Roll. 2.
You can willpower. Remember that. You
Yes,
can
you
willpower
can
that
willpower
if you want
reroll.
to.
Oh, can I do that? Do I just spend one?
Yeah,
Yes,
you can just spend a willpower and then you can do 3 normal dice, not including hunger dice.
Ooh, I would like to have a go with that. So I just roll 3.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm being very silly right now.
We're being so
It
serious.
should-
Lock in.
Yeah. Just
It should, if you just click on willpower, it should just come up with a little menu of like
And then I can just roll 3 dice.
exactly.
Cool. Thank you very much. That's 1 success.
So 3 successes.
Thank you.
So
Knowledge.
the guy in front of you is not Axel at all. This is Kit, a vampire who should be dead. Most of London knows them as being dead, except a handful of people, one of them being Leto. And
Leto.
and Leto have had a very special relationship, where it's very much a Kit disposable asset kind of relationship. I mean, to be fair, I think most of Leto's relationships are like that. You are intimidating, but there are things in his life far more intimidating than you. There is a look on his face which reeks of, I wish I wasn't here. What the fuck have I got myself into? Like, you are looking at the visage of a man who knows that not only is there a target on his back, there is a countdown timer ticking down too. Wally is like laid and waiting, like ready for you to like give the nod.
Yeah. On that note, Altair will sort of realize that he's not getting a whole lot out of this guy, but he knows someone who might have more fun doing that. And he's going to sort of say, "You say your people work in codes, you said correctly?"
Mm-hmm.
He is just going to yell at the top of his lungs, "Charge!"
You hear back, a crack of wood, and then you see. I need to roll dice for Ollie. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. No, it's 9, isn't it, for Ollie? It's 9 for Ollie. Okay. Oh, it does work. I thought there was going to be a struggle. It turns out there isn't. Ollie is actually pretty badass. You watch from the corner of the room your best friend, associate? Yeah. Come round the corner in full werewolf form. Full black fur, snarling face, snout, canines. They're not using their claws, however. They've got a broken broom handle in their hand, and you just watch as in one go, Ollie stakes Kit straight through and knocks him into torpor. You just watch Kit just like get staked and then go straight back and hit the ground. It's amazing what you can do when you have really high strength in melee. Oh, that kind of felt good.
No, we are not doing this again. Congratulations, well done. He's gonna kneel down by Kit and sort of just gently like tap his face.
Wake up!
I mean, Kit's just is out.
KO'd.
Like, that's it. Like, he's in torpor now. Like, the only way you're gonna wake him up is by removing that that broom handle from his heart.
Fabulous. Altair just looks up at Ollie in like, I can't believe that worked.
Ollie is like trying to control the beast right now. That like there's an urge to go on a rampage that he is actively trying to suppress. He is like backpedaling in the living room, backwards and forwards, pacing, like trying to get under control.
Would it make sense that they'd built some sort of like safe room, like sort of like clad the walls, the inside of the walls out, bits and pieces like that? I thought they would have tried to maybe make his bedroom a little bit more secure. Altair's just going to try and duck for a second. He's going to make it look as though he's going to go left, duck right, grab him by the scruff, and then try and like haul him back into the bedroom, because I feel like they've done this a lot.
You throw him in the bedroom, close the door, lock it. You can hear a bit of banging coming from the other side. You've got Ollie locked up. You've got Kit torpor on the ground. I'm guessing this is the bit where you contact Valerian?
Yes, so first and foremost, he's going to put the music up, so it just sounds like they're having a party rather than they've got a werewolf on the second floor. And then he is going to... I feel like he would have been given like some sort of contact details for the Acropolis. He's going to take his little old phone and he's going to get onto Valerian. Or if there's like a scramble phone in the middle of the Acropolis, I like to picture there's like a little red phone somewhere.
Oh, there is. There's a big red phone.
No, there's a black rotary phone. Thank you very much. Oh my god.
You gay ass motherfucker.
How dare you?
Sorry.
Just the fruitiest straight man I've ever heard of.
Before we do that conversation, though, we're going to go for a quick break. So give him a chance to hydrate and go to the loo. We'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll pick up the phone call, and then we'll go back to Dom and Wally going back to the Acropolis, because we've got a few little bits to clear up as well. Right. See you then.
Bye.
welcome back, everyone. We are going to jump straight back into it, and we are going to jump back a little bit from what we originally said we were going to do before the break. We are going to go back to the Acropolis the night before with Dom, Wally, and Logos coming back. What's it been like for Valerian the past couple of hours? Tristan's basically sealed his cabin because of all the gunshots. You're still burnt in the back.
Well, he had that ice bath, so it's not as bad. But and he's got a new shirt on and all that stuff.
Yes,
but but it is stained with blood because he got stabbed in the fucking neck. So yeah, I think as the same thing is still going on as we left him. Like he has just closed himself off in his own little compartment and has been thinking over everything. So yeah. No, not brooding. He's distressed.
He's normally Batman.
He let his beast out, and he doesn't like that. He does not like it when that happens. So yeah. So they are going to come back to a Valerian that is not doing great.
You three all come back into the Acropolis. Marcus isn't anywhere to be seen. Neither is Tristan. Neither is Valerian. The central promenade is basically empty. You can see the lights on in Valerian's compartment.
And you can also see a trail of blood going from one of the chairs to the entrance, or like to the stairs.
Yeah, I think Dom sort of looks at that, just looks around, and I guess because knowing that Tristan said that there was shooting, starts just shouting the names of Tristan, Marcus, and Valerian. Just anyone? Order? Hello?
In here.
Oh, okay, you're not dead. It goes over. Do you have the door locked or something, or is it just open?
No, it's open.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you walk over, you can see the door is open, light is shining out from it, and Valerian is sitting on the edge of his bed, with his head in his hands, and his nails are extremely long, and from the side you can see that his ear is extremely pointy. He's just sitting there, and one of the hands, the fingernails have blood underneath them.
I think Dom's seen this before, so it's not like a shock or anything, but it's more just I've seen you do Daunt before, at least.
Yes, but that's not this.
This is different. So I've not seen this before.
You've not seen this before. This is a bestial failure which he has not had in front of the coterie, I think, yet. So
so I think Dom sort of walks in and we found. Oh, what the fuck has happened, Valerian?
Yeah, thanks. I look terrible. And he takes his head out of his hands, and he looks over to you, and his pupils are yellow and split, and you can see his fangs protruding over his lips. And now you can see his blood-stained his shirt and the wound in his neck.
What the fuck happened? Tristan texted me that they were shooting.
Yeah, there was.
And looks around, and I think he now clocked that Altair is in there, and and obviously because Marcus also said something about that. There was something off about that guy.
That motherfucker. has been working for the wrong Axel.
I mean the wrong Axel. What does that mean?
Someone is posing as Axel to make sure that they get all kinds of information regarding me.
Right, well, we found some more information and we'll look for Wally and sort of like gesture like for them
I'm
to...
hiding behind you.
No, you're hiding behind me. It's like what? Tell him what you. Oh, just get away from the stuff aside.
I think at this point Valerian stands up and he looks a lot scarier. Like he's also like his shoulders are a little broader, and yeah, his forearms look like all veiny and gross, and he just walks and steps out of the cart and he just leans over to both of you and he goes, "Sit at the table."
Okay.
And he also walks over and he walks right after you guys, and then he just shouts, "Marcus, you can come out now."
You see Marcus comes out the armory door, sort of holding a shotgun. So like puts it down by the door, and walks on over to stand next to Valerian's side.
A towel and a cocktail.
Coming right up. Sort of see that he kind of like rolls his shoulders slightly. He's like trying to get the tension out of his body. As he walks over, grabs a towel, grabs a bunch of blood cocktails, and puts one out for all of you, and throws Valerian the towel.
He catches it and like puts it up to the wound and starts pressing hard. And he then starts like rubbing on the other side. He's like, "Okay." He sits down. What have you found?
I give the full download. I say a copy was uploaded to the servers here of all the files from the server. And I have a hard drive copy myself as well that I can work off of. We also have eyes inside there now, so the next time they go, we'll be able to see them. And hopefully, I mean, if we bide our time long enough, we'll be able to get clearer images, or until we have enough reason to go to the workshop itself, but it's definitely trapped as well. Like the apartment.
Lovely. So they've got a workshop in the old tower. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not a full workshop. It's repurposed. So, you know, it's as good as you can get, but it's not as if they had a full weapons manufacturing plant in there.
Fine.
And at least one of our theories has been proven correct. So it's a start.
Good. Thank you, all three of you. I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
No, it's
as you
fine.
can see, I had other matters to attend to.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you remember the twins, right? I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah, that also came about. We figured out who my sire is.
It's the pink hair. I forgot her name. Pink hair twin.
Delphine.
Yeah, one of the Vocaloids.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have time to explain what. I think if I explain Hatsune Miku to you, you might actually just walk into the sun. So I don't think I have the time to explain Hatsune Miku to you right now.
Yeah.
You know what? What do you listen to music on? Like, give me your phone. I'm just gonna put that one Ashiko Hatsune Miku song
Yeah.
in Valerian's like playlist just for later. I also will download the entirety of Megan Thee Stallion's discography.
I love that you think that Valerian listens to music. I love that you think
If you ever do.
opened that phone and thought you would find a playlist. There's
I
nothing.
go to the default music app that comes in every phone, and I load up Hatsune Miku, Megan Thee Stallion, and like the Tokyo Ghoul Unravel opening because I feel like that ties with the Valerian.
I hate you so much.
Something about Valerian.
Oh my god.
I can see it. I know where you're going. I can see it. I see the vision.
I love. Yeah, I now picture Valerian sitting in that high back chair.
I think that's something that happens in canon, and I just need
that
to
is
be
so
reflected in the
stupid. I
music.
hate that.
And
Sure,
you
it
love it
happens.
for it.
Fucking weirdo.
Anyway, yeah, I give you the download. Also, we know what my sire is. But my sire has been killed by Lido, which is kind of, whoa, that's okay. I'll unpack that later, maybe.
As we've been talking, his fangs have started to recede slightly, and the ears have gotten diminished, and he just goes, well, good job out there. I'm very thankful for the work you've done today.
Yeah, well, I'll get back to combing through all the stuff that we took from the files.
Yes.
Also, do you want me to set up just a permanent screen to be looking at the CCTV footage from the tower?
He points at one that's over there, and he just goes, "Put it up."
Yep.
Please.
On it, boss. Please. Oh, I walk away like, oh, I don't know if I like this new Valerian.
And he also goes, Wally.
Mm-hmm.
I need clearer pictures of these 5 individuals. Stat.
Yep. I'll see what I can do. I might be able to try, like, there's definitely some face recognition software. Ooh, yeah. I think Wally's going to see if they can try to, like, old login their way into whatever face recognition the Second Inquisition was using. Because if the only CCTV footage you have from people is from the night, you need a clear fucking picture. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can work my magic with that.
Mm-hmm. I think Valerian takes out his revolver and hands it over to Marcus, and he goes, "Clean and reload, please."
Gladly. You see that he pushes the barrel out, turns upside down, and who's watching just sees, I think it was 3 shots that Valerian fired. The casings just slide out and land in Marcus's hand before he pushes the barrel back in and walks off.
And then he points to Dom.
What?
And he points to the seat next to him.
Oh. Like, stands up, moves the seat. What?
I did not know your hearing has gotten better.
Well, trying something new.
Trying something new. You know, these things usually happen through desperate means.
I mean, I gave you a bag of Adrian's blood. He gave it to me willingly. I thought, I've been trying to, I guess, copy people, and then I realized I needed blood, so I thought, have a sip. It worked. I've been thinking, with everything going on, these people seem to know everything about us, these hunters, and you've got a lot of people from other groups trying to take your place. You're gonna need ammo, for lack of a better word. People, they just see me as muscle and nothing more. Like, you know that everyone just, I've said this a million times, everyone underestimates me. So I was thinking, if you've got a whole lot of samples, I could learn things.
Are you completely insane?
It's not that bad. I thought I could just be like a trick up your sleeve.
Committing diablerie freely.
It's not. You've given Wally blood multiple times now.
To research, not to take their
I just took like a
abilities.
fucking shot.
That does not make it any different.
I'm not like killing them and drinking them dry. How is that any different? And Wally is using that blood to help. I could help.
I do not tolerate the taking of other people's abilities in this Acropolis. This is the way the world works. We have been given our abilities in however way we've been given them.
Well, you're part of a clan, so it's easy to talk to for you. I'm not part of anything. I don't know where to. I'm just like, I don't even know where my shit came from. Just random. I'm not part of anything. I don't have any kind of code or something that links me to someone. I'm just trying to be useful.
You are.
Am I though? Because Leto is fucking amazing at figuring things out. Wally is. Look at what all they've done. They've pieced a bunch of shit together. I'm just muscle. Anyone can do that.
That is completely untrue. Do you see me going out there and punching someone in the face because I need information?
Well, you just shot someone, and they've left a trail of blood. That's all you.
They could have killed me. And the fangs start coming in a little more again. I was prepared to lay my life down today. If you were here, none of that would have happened. And I'm not saying you should have. I'm very glad you went out there with them. However, the fact that you are who you are has meant a great deal to me, and I don't think you understand how much. Stop calling yourself not useful. I do not talk to people who are not useful.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is I could be of more use.
I understand completely. You want to broaden your horizons and you wish to be more useful. However, I hate what you've done. I'm sorry.
I didn't know it was that bad. I don't know. Sorry.
Do not apologize. Apologizing is something we do not do in this house either.
Well, you should. It
For
just
what?
well, not you, not necessarily. Just I've always been taught to like apologize when you've done something wrong. It's quite healthy, you know.
Please. I'd prefer it if you did not.
Not apologize.
No. If you did not take the abilities of others. However, you are your own person, your own creature of the night.
I guess just another thing that's been on my mind is if all of this falls apart, I'm fucked. You know that. And I thought if I can pretend to be a clan, leave the city, go elsewhere, start over, I might have a chance. I've been thinking about this for a long time, Valerian. I've got at least 3, maybe 3.5 backup plans. And I did mean it when I said, like, you know, trying to be useful, but in part, this is part of the backup plan, I guess. I could pretend to be Toreador now, if it came to that.
I'm sorry to hear that you feel like you do not belong.
Well, it's everyone rubs in my face every time. I mean, the only reason people tolerate me is because I'm working for you. People have made that very clear. And I know that you might, I'm pretty sure you might get shit for that as well.
I don't. Because they know not to say anything to my face. I
They're
hope.
saying it to mine.
Yes. And I'm sorry. I hope to make this a more safe space for you. I hope I've provided one for you.
Here, yes. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. That's what I'm saying. If this falls away, I'm not safe. I didn't ask for any of this, you know that. The past 5 years, I've worked very hard to try and make something of it, make it my own, but I'm still pretty much at the bottom of the ladder. Not by any of my own fault, but, you know, it's how the hierarchy works, I guess.
You are right. And he has a thoughtful look on his face. He stands up and he puts out his hand and he goes, "One clan."
What?
One clan. Take all the abilities you need. Become whatever you need to be and hold on to that. If I find you learning from more than one clan, bullets will fly. Do we have a deal?
I'll just take his hand and shake it.
Good. And there goes Apollo.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodbye, Apollo.
Too much kiss.
Fucking bitch. Yeah, I think after this conversation, Valerian's teeth have completely receded. His nails are still a little long though, so as you shake his hand, you can feel him feel it like prick a little bit on the outside of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ears are still a tiny bit pointy. But he just goes, I think we should rest for now.
Yeah, I mean, not to be rude, but you look like shit. But I think you know that.
Thank you. Yes, I do.
I will go check in with Tristan because it's one hell of a first night for him to be here.
Send him my apologies and let him drink how much blood he needs.
Right. I will. Stands up and is like, thanks again. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. Good night.
Good morning.
I always get them the wrong way around still. I don't. And just walks off and goes to Tristan's place.
As Tristan's looking out the carriage window and has like watched all this unfold, as you're getting close, you see they're not like making eye contact with you. Their eyes are permanently fixed on the TV screen that shows the CCTV feeds. And there's a real deep fixation.
Tom just walks up to him and just sort of like starts talking to him and then realizes that he's not listening. It's like, Tristan.
What?
What are you looking at?
You see him pick up a notepad, a pencil, and doesn't even like acknowledge or like finish your question, walks out to the carriage towards the screen. I've seen that. I've had visions of that place.
Valerian stands up.
What?
And you see he starts like looking at the pixelated images and goes over to the table, lays down the notebook, and starts drawing. You see over the next couple of hours Tristan, who has no natural artistic ability normally, like before he's turned, starts sketching out in black and white the faces of the 5 people you can't see.
Like, Dom says, what you says, like, how in the fuck are you doing that, dude?
Every night, morning, I get
Yeah.
this. It's like I'm seeing something that I'm not supposed to see. And I keep seeing that room. I don't know where it is, but I just keep seeing it. And I kept seeing these people.
Okay. And so I look at the drawing. Do any of them look familiar?
One of them is Kit.
Motherfucker. Look, it's like, what the fuck is Kit doing there?
The
Except
others,
Valerian.
No idea.
You don't recognize the others. The others are all new faces to you. Obviously, these are black and white images, so you can't discern too much aside from just their general facial structure. No, every time I see them, they kept talking about. They kept talking about control.
Control of what?
They're looking for something. And Kit's important to it.
Would that ring any bells? Anything that is important to Kit? Aside from his coterie, his way back when coterie?
It's not specifically him. When he's not around, the others, when I see them, they're using him to get to someone else. That someone else has the thing they're looking for.
I think it just clicked in my brain, but Dom would not figure this out.
I mean, we all wouldn't. It clicked in mine too, but
yeah.
we all wouldn't because we don't know that they knew of each other's existence. So, and I think Valerian just goes, all right. Interesting. Anything else you remember?
Not vividly, but I never actively paid attention. But now I know it's important. If I start seeing them again.
Yes. You are being put on high guard duty. I am very, very sorry to tell you. You are protected at all times in this point in time. You are the most important source of information. I'm sorry to put that on you, dear Tristan, but it is how it is.
It's just a price I pay, I guess. Clearly someone turned me to some chess piece in this game.
Yeah.
Have we, above table question, have we searched Tristan yet?
We've not searched his blood yet. That was something I think Dom suggested.
Oh, I'm not talking about his blood. I'm talking about his body. Have we searched him for any mics, wires, any bugs?
I mean, Dom wouldn't, because this is like, I think they met when they were 12, so like this is like way old friendship. So Dom wouldn't even think to like, do that. But
I think at this point Valerian is like his train of thought starts running, and he just goes, "I'm going to have to search you." And he starts patting down arms, whatever, anything he can feel, or any wires, any little microphones, any whatever it is.
There's nothing. He's clean.
Good. I suggest we all turn in for the night. If you have another one of these dreams, visions, whatever you may call them, report them immediately first thing next night.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will do that. He seems like picks up the notebook, like takes it with him. So that he can draw.
I think Valerian goes, whoa, and he rips out the faces, and he'll just put them on the bulletin board. And he goes, "Go ahead."
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Dom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. If you need anything, just come into my room.
And my apologies for what you witnessed tonight.
It's fine. It was self-defense.
It was indeed.
I probably... I'm sorry too. I saw them go behind you. Maybe I should have shouted something.
You couldn't have known. It is quite all right. Go, rest up.
You see Tristan runs off. closes the door to his cabin, turns all the lights off, and starts to rest up for the day.
Yeah.
What is Kit's last name again? Does he have a last name?
You don't actually know.
I don't
Kit's
think
last
we know
name.
that.
You know
no.
Kit's an alias for a name, but it's always what he's gone by. He's never gone by like an official name.
You're right.
Above table, it's Alex. But Kit's always been the name he's presented himself to as kindred kind.
All right. Valerian just goes, Kit would not have thought he was still alive. And he just wanders off, pondering.
Yeah. Dom's also going to his little room. Will, before he goes to bed, text his mother to check in if she's awake at that point, because that's always a question.
No immediate response.
Yeah, that makes sense. He wouldn't be too worried considering the hour. Would go to sleep.
Awesome. But if you give me rouse checks.
Yes.
What a lovely new night.
So every new night I've reset my willpower, yes?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
yes. That's a thing.
Oh, I failed for the first time. For the first time, like, what are we on? Like, episode 9? So, like, not bad.
Okay, thank God. Okay. And then I mean, what is it again? Health regenerates overnight, no?
So you can do one rouse check to heal superficial damage.
But I thought that sleeping would also.
To mend aggravated damage, a vampire must wait until the next nightfall and make 3 rouse checks, in addition to the regular rouse check made when rising. This process removes 1 point of aggravated damage.
All right. Well,
This
yeah,
could
I
make you very hungry.
3 rouse checks could bump me up to 5 hunger. You are so right. But that would be interesting.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly. I'm gonna try.
So, Valerian wakes up in the morning and just starts screaming and biting anything that moves.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
Okay.
try 3 rouse checks. You said,
Yeah.
2, 3. Okay. Only 1 fail. That's good. That's awesome.
Good. Awesome. So one hunger.
So do I have to succeed on all of these rouse checks
No.
too?
You just have to do 3 rouse checks.
Okay.
So now
Then
you
I-
remove 1 aggravated damage.
Got it. Cool.
Then
Okay.
the next night you can do that again to
Yeah.
the final one. You all wake up. Tristan does not leave his cabin. It's still in darkness. If you try to open the door, it's locked.
Oh no. I think Dom's just going out to the door and just sort of knocking on, like, Tristan.
It's fine. Just, I need time.
Do you need, like, just like the process, or what do you?
Yes, I'm processing. Just please.
Okay. I'll be around if you need me.
I was really, really bad at drawing pinstripes.
What?
I can never get pinstripes right.
What do you try? Okay. Open the door for a second, please.
He opens the door, and you see him huddled over his notebook drawing. You recognize the person immediately. He's drawing Leto.
Okay.
And there is this look of horror on his face. I don't know who that is.
I
They're
know.
They're in danger.
Oh, shit. Okay, first of all, that's Leto. That's a friend of ours. Do you know where she is? Because we've not heard from her in a couple days.
And you see he's there drawing more of the scenery. I think Westminster, maybe, I guess. Like deep central London.
Right. Okay. Does he look like he has slept at all?
He has not slept one bit.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I think Dom would like just sort of if he sat down, sort of like lean down, like gently take a shoulder. Tristan, I need you to go sleep for me. Okay? I get that you've got these visions, and it's all very new.
It's really weird though. Like this one's weird. It's like this one's trying to connect back to me.
Yeah, Leto is Markavian, so that's possible. I think I don't know exactly how it works, but she gets visions sometimes. That's why I wanted you to meet her, because she might be able to teach you a thing or two. But also, what you should know, Leto is very capable. Even though she's in danger, she'll figure it out. We're going to obviously we'll try and find her, but for now, you need to go sleep, and it will be fine. We if you want to be useful, that's fine, but you're not of any use to us if you don't sleep, if you don't rest. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll also gently goes down to try and get him off the chair and get him to bed.
He lies down on the bed. I don't get it. Like Logo said, I might get small visions, but nothing this powerful.
I don't know either. Like I said, once Leto is back, and we'll get her back, she might be able to help you. I'm sorry I can't do more.
Okay.
Just try and rest. Just even if you get the urge to get up and draw, just don't. We'll be fine. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll walk away, and we'll grab the notebook, just so to take to Valerian, and we'll close the door again. And
I think Valerian, you step out the door. Valerian is right there, leaning against
just shows you like the notebook. He said that Leto is in danger.
In danger, yes. Terrible. This is terrible. He rips the notebook out of your hands and walks over to the table. Deep in central London. Westminster? And he flips the he flips a switch, and like the table opens to the big map. And he just starts putting down pins to where she might be.
As you start doing that, you then hear your phone vibrate.
I look at my phone.
I imagine Altair is probably using an unknown number.
No, this was to the black rotary phone. That's what's happening.
Oh, in which case then the black rotary phone rings. I apologize.
He looks up, because it's across the table, across the room from him. And he looks over to Dom, and he just goes, 1 second. And he walks over, and there's it's so dramatic. So it's like a bi table, a little round one, a black one. And it has the black rotary phone on top of it, and then it has a little chair next to it. And it's like black and has like red velvet on the cushions.
Oh my god.
It's so ostentatious and insane. And he he sits down and then he picks up the phone. New Acropolis speaking.
Nemo me impuna lassit. Nobody strikes me with impunity, and yet I am a benevolent god. I have information if you're willing to come to a compromise.
You have got nerve, Altair.
Thank you.
That was not a compliment.
Oh, you may be willing to have it as a compliment when you know what, or rather who, and where he's sat. He's like, sort of like cross-legged on the settee near where kind of Kit is slumped on the floor. He's gonna gently nudge him with his foot. I have something you want.
Do you? And what might that be?
I have someone you want. Your Axel. And he's going to give a perfect description of Kit. Is currently on my living room floor with a broom handle through his throat. Heart.
Interesting.
Pardon the noise, I have a werewolf in the back.
A what?
None of your interest. Actually, no, it may be some of your interest.
All of my interest, excuse me. A werewolf?
A companion of mine.
In my domain, truly.
Well, he's in my apartment.
All right.
Here is how this is going to go. I am going to send you my location presently. You are going to come with your friends or not. That is up to your bravery. Be it 10, 15 minutes. I hope you can get here quickly. Would not recommend the taxis around here. They're rather terrible. And I will give you the information that you require.
Deal. And he hangs up the phone. And he stands up, straightens his jacket, and he goes, care to join me on a nighttime trip?
Where?
None of your business.
I'd like to know where we're going.
To see the person I shot. And then he starts walking.
Sounds like okay. It just goes like still like sort of like not fully dressed. So just quickly like grab some boots to put on and then like a jacket before going after you.
Awesome. Right, I think that's where we're going to wrap up for this week.
Nice.
With everything coming together.
Woo!
I've had a lot of fun. Apologies for jumping in and out.
It's all right.
Lovely cracked tooth. Piece of advice: never get one. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to put you all through the ringer.
He is great.
I will let everyone quickly say goodbyes. And we'll start with Inez.
Oh, shit. I did not expect that. Hi, everyone. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. And I am your succubus girlfriend with your consent. I had so much fun tonight. This was so cool. I love having, like, semi-emotional conversations with Valerian. I love that so much. It's because it really shows that he does care. He really does.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't love, he
Sweet.
cares.
Yeah. It's sweet.
Yeah, so I love doing that. You can find me everywhere on the internet at XX or just SuccubusJeff. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. And my TikTok and my Twitter, I guess, are most active now. Let's see. What do I have going on? Oh yes. Mondays. I said Tuesdays last time. It's Mondays. I forgot. I have the brain of a goldfish. It's fine. Don't worry. It's Mondays, early morning. No, actually, we do it 1 p.m. my time, so it's 12 p.m. yours. So that should be fine. We have another vampire game what's the title of that? I don't even know. Hey, we're killing Kane. Hey, that's all you need to know. It's another vampire game over on Lightfoot Rogue, and we're in the process of killing Kane. We're in the last 3 episodes, and then there's an epilogue still. So it's like I think 6 episodes altogether. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna start a war. We're gonna have powerful witches, bitches, and other people. Yeah, I'm just so excited. And then maybe on Saturdays in a couple of weeks, I have something else going on. So keep an eye out for that. I love you very much. Take care of yourself, please. Please, thank you.
Awesome. Go on, Anna.
God, now I've got my command wrong. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use them pronouns, and I'm definitely human. You can find me literally anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I'm on pretty much every social media, except for Threads. Fuck Threads. Yeah. As for other things, I will soonish have a game every other Friday over at Pansa's Tables. We're doing I don't know the exact date and time. We've got some date and time penciled in, but it might change. But we're doing a D&D campaign that is a continuation of the Onrush that we did before, which was a very epic 4-episode miniseries that I really, really loved. And now we're jumping, I think, 40 years into the future. Basically, the last thing ended with like an apocalyptic event, and now we're going to deal with the consequence of that 40 years later. So bring in new characters and everything, and really, really excited to start that and bring the band back together. So yeah, I will mention a date at some point once I know it. And that's it. That's me.
Sounds so fun. Cool.
It is.
It does sound a lot of fun. Last but not least, we have Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. I had timing this time to think about what I was going to say. You can find me most places at Antique Horror. I post a lot about random stuff, I guess. No, I didn't think of anything well enough. I have nothing else going on, so if anyone has anything that they want a little goblin on, I'm here. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I need to get more things to talk about. I can give a random fact of the day or a show and tell. That's about all I can offer. I've got 2 shelves full of things I can show and tell.
Fuck yeah. Hire Magpie. They're great.
Yes, you should
Seconded.
Because that just leaves me. I have been and will continue to be Hedgehog. You can find me on the internet at Hedgehog UK. I don't post much anymore, but I do post on our Discord because that's where I live. I had a lot of fun. There's a lot of strings that I'm pulling, and I'm like, oh, I know where this one leads. And I like how I'm just giving you things and letting you run with it. And then, like, you become. What I love about this group is you become so obsessed with a new piece of candy that's hanging in front of you, you forget about the second one. So that they're like, ooh, information, maybe they're images. Why went to Acthurst again?
Yeah. Listen, I've got ADHD, okay? I forget. Like, once it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
We will be back next Thursday with what I'm sure is going to be a very action-packed episode. I think Valerian has some questions. Well, I think Valerian has a lot of questions.
Yes, very much.
And I'm not sure how willing Kit is going to be to answer them, so that'll be quite hilarious.
You can work it out.
Aw, little guy. This the actions of your own consequence? The consequence of your own actions? That's crazy. That's insane.
So we'll be back next week. Until then, look after yourselves, be well, and see you next Thursday.
I can't vote.
But I mean, you've literally got 28 minutes.
It's time.
Bye.
Bye.